This call is being recorded.
Awesome. So please don't hesitate to interrupt if you have any questions at all whatsoever. You're totally welcome. The first thing that I saw right off the bat was that you were not only born 0 degrees Sagittarius, which is literally amazing, but you have one of my favorite alien constructs. I'm gonna do a documentary on people born 86 and 87. Uh, Saturn and Uranus, as you can see, are here in Sagittarius. So that is such an iconic point of representation, given what it represents. I have chills saying it. 2030, 2030, 2031, we're going to have Uranus and Saturn in Gemini. And that's when you guys are going to have that full opposition. So it's very
What's
important.
gonna so what's gonna happen in that time?
Well, I mean,
I've
Uranus
been
has a
following you, and I kind of understand like specifically in the next few years, there's gonna be a lot of I'm assuming a lot of significant events in the world. I'm assuming, correct?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of people are saying New World Order, New World Order. New World Order is
Yeah.
Saturn and Aries 2025. That's just going to bring the full integration of a cashless society, and
Yeah.
a lot of the whole conspiracy theories behind it, even though there's truth in most of them, a lot of it is kind of more like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is going to be a doom and gloom period. I'm sure there's going to be more challenges, but the one thing to really keep more in mind is the technological advancement. Like by the time Uranus now goes into Gemini and Saturn catches up in Gemini, you guys are going through this 180-degree opposition. And it's important to look at you guys because when we see Saturn and Uranus enter Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Cap, Aqua, and Pisces, the last four zodiac signs are the God level. You were
Yeah.
born with an ascended spirit. We're both Taurus rising, so you're a natural royalty. You're the natural king, and I'm going to talk about that. You have the Leo moon. Yeah, natural kings get it out the mud. So like your form of natural royalty is your manifestation of success from the bottom, from the ground up. You made it literally happen. That's what I respect about Taurus energy and Taurus rising. You're the self-made king, which is beautiful. And then your moon is in Leo, so you have the soul of the solar king or the main character, or you understand courage and passion, which makes you the golden expression of ascension. If we say Sagittarius is the creator, you're the golden creator as a natural king.
What it sparked my interest because I've been wanting to do this for a while. In one of your videos the other day, someone had mentioned a super guard archetype, and you had
Yeah.
mentioned Sun Sagittarius and Leo Moon, and then I'm like, well, that's because I kind of found out
Oh
that like my three
yeah.
signs. So then
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! And then I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see what this is all about. You know what I mean?
I have chills again. I'm so glad you mentioned that because
Man, the
this
shit I've been doing, the shit I've been doing lately, specifically the last, like, I'd say, like I started waking up about 6, 7 years ago, and the stuff I did then, I didn't know what I was doing, but like only I would say like what you're talking about, an ascendant like master would know what to do. Like I was in the bush, I was doing all this stuff, and then it kind of went away. And just within the past like 6 months, I've started to become, I guess I would say, activated again. And man, the shit I've been doing, like manipulating my own energy and like stuff around me, like
right.
it's getting crazy. Like
Yes.
it's
Specifically
it's
manipulating
oh
energy.
man.
So
Oh,
you're
it's
going to get the
crazy.
recording to this reading from an email called WeTransfer. I'm going to give you the recording to it. And I'm also going to include a link to an article, an alien construct article, because Uranus and Saturn in Sagittarius give you an alien construct. So it adds power to the magic of your spirit. Saturn is
Oh
all about control of the 3D reality, manipulating energy. So the reason why I want to really profile you being born 86, North Node in Aries, then 87, we have the further continuance of this is you guys specifically start that karmic obligation of holding the world accountable. So Saturn, Saturn Cap, right? We all have Pluto Scorpio. We're responsible for destroying the world and
that's what
everything
you've
that's
said a few times. Yeah,
right.
I've heard you say that a few times. Yeah, yeah.
And the thing really ascends with y'all generation. So the greatest example of this is Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate was born 86, 87, and he's one of the Sagittarians to show what it means to have Uranus and Saturn and Sag. Let's look at about what he did. He created a system, which is Saturn Sag. He created a system that had other men post likeness of him on the internet, Uranus and Sag.
Yeah, yeah.
And like that, he was everywhere. That was
Yeah,
his
he was.
genius
Yeah.
system. And what was he all about? Breaking the matrix. Because people who have Uranus and Saturn, they're here to break the matrix. Uranus is innovation, Saturn is the system. So specific, because I was born in
I can
19.
see through everything. Like I can see what it
You
all
just,
is, and
yes,
I can
dude,
I,
yes.
and I can I know I can see what needs to happen,
It's like you
pretty
see
much.
the meaning of an experience while people are
Yeah.
figuring out what it means. And people don't understand that's a magic, that's a superpower. Like it's 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 an ascended awareness, I
Man,
like to say.
like no, like specifically in the last like I'd say like 2 weeks specifically, what I've been feeling, I can't like it's hard to describe. Like I've tried to describe it to a few people, but they don't really know what I'm speaking of. You might, but it's this feeling comes over me, and it honestly feels like I could almost fly at some point. Like just like this feeling
Yo,
comes,
yes.
this feeling comes in my entire body. Like I can feel it in the back of my legs, my arms, my like it starts in my heart though. But then I can feel it like it just goes everywhere, and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But as I feel it getting stronger, it feels like there's more resistance.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh, dude,
yeah.
you're
Like I'm
nailing
getting
it.
crazy. Like the shit that's coming at me right now, like it's fucking intense, but I'm like it's making me stronger at the same time. Does that make
A lot of
does that make sense?
what you're I love that you're saying that because to me it sounds like you're describing your body's calibration process with your spirit that is now starting to awaken more energy for your body to like balance in a sense where like,
I've been purifying myself the last 6 years. I've been slowly cutting things out that I feel that my body doesn't need. And everything that I've done in a way so it's increased my spiritual abilities, which I'm assuming has worked because of what's happening to me right now. Do you know what I mean?
no,
Right?
and
Yeah.
a lot of what you're saying ties back to Saturn and Uranus and Gemini. So by the time Saturn and Uranus go into Gemini, you're completing that process. And now every
When's that? You're saying 2030?
2030, 2031. And here's the best part.
So this is gonna continue. I'm gonna just continue like leveling up. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
oh,
saying?
like we all do, but oh, dude, you're just
Holy
getting started.
shit.
Like,
Holy
so
shit.
20
That's crazy.
2017 to 2019 was when you had your Saturn return. So this is
Yeah.
where that actually you since birth you came back with your full power. Now you're doing a 28-year cycle to now fulfill your karma with your full power because you're no longer a baby that had to decompress. Then Saturn went into Pisces right now, and this is your checkpoint. So you're coming into the 90-degree square. 2020 to 2021, you activated the return. 2021 to 2022, you finished activation from Saturn Sag to Saturn Aqua. Now you have the knowledge of what the fuck you're actually creating. And now Pisces is starting to integrate this from now to 2030. This is where you're going to start to get out of the humps. And now you're going to master more how to use all these abilities, how to really step into, because especially in the eighth house, your ability to create this stuff is for other people. You're transforming other people's perspectives because you show. Gemini tells Sagittarius.
Like am I gonna be able to show other people what I do and they're gonna be able to do it?
Yes, and you're already doing that
Oh.
right now. You're already doing that right now, but you're going to be more aware.
Would it be mostly the children of my family?
Oh, everyone, and I'm so glad you said children
Okay.
because children are working with your inner child or the children in adults
Um
is going to be very
I
key too.
but I've been helping my parents raise my sister's kids for the last 3 years, and I've done like a very good like I don't have kids myself. I just have nieces and nephews, but like ever since this I guess my Saturn return, I stepped away from my old self, and
Okay.
I've started to go on to go down this path. But like you said, like the inner child stuff, all of a sudden I've just started doing all that work the past couple of years, and that's what I feel is kind of like propelled a bit. My like
Okay.
yeah yeah yeah.
And we know that the North Node is in Aries. The North Node is fifth house from your Sag Sun. So because your Sun is in Sag and that your destiny is in Aries, that is going to challenge you to develop your own talents and also to apply the development of these, facets of your creativity towards helping children or that, but it falls in the 12th house. So what you're doing is you're fundamentally transcending the belief in how people activate their creativity. You're understanding how the lifestyle of how people balance their social persona and how your friends influence your own behavior as a resource in order to challenge yourself to develop that North Node. Aries 12th house is like finding the belief system around what makes one creative. And it's like you can really unlock what people's talent could be and take
Yeah.
their power. I'm
And is
explaining.
that just by me saying certain things to them in a certain way?
Great question. I think
Like,
it would be tied more towards showing them because like there's certain ways.
okay.
And even if it's indirect, like people could just kind of see you do something and get it. But what I
Yeah,
love about what you said is that now that you're at that 90-degree integration point, the method of which how you'll be able to show people is much more aware. It's like you're going to know a lot more what you're doing because you're changing your belief around what you're accomplishing. And this is cool
yeah.
because you have Jupiter in the 11th. Jupiter in the 11th means as Taurus risings, all of our friends are legends, but Jupiter means you expand the quality and capacity with which the quality of friends you attract. It's like you literally.
I've actually, like, right now at this point, I don't really have, I'd say, friends. Like, it's been like,
Well,
is
would
that
you
gonna
say?
come now? Like, am I gonna have more people?
Well,
Like
what
you seem
happens?
to be on the most level, same level as me as someone that I've ever encountered right now. Like, there are certain people who somewhat understand what I'm saying, but you, like, really understand what I'm saying. Does that make sense?
No, I'm honored to be honest. But one
Yeah,
thing I love
yeah,
about what
yeah.
you said is Saturn is transiting our 11th house, and when Saturn transits your 11th house, it tightens your social circle because it's literally ridding influences that may waste your time or don't have integrity. So if you had a tight
See,
social
and
circle,
that's
it'd be
I
better.
feels like it feels like I'm being forced out of where I am because of that. Like, it feels like I can't be around that energy anymore. You know what I
Highlighting trust
mean?
issues as well, because the eighth house Sagittarius is ascended boundary drawing. So people who will not respect the true value that you have. Now
Yeah,
Saturn in
yeah.
the 11th is also, so that's another really important thing because the eighth house in astrology is other people's resources, it's other people's money. And as Taurus risings, we make our value through manifesting communication and truth. So you paid me so that I can talk to you one on one because my sun is in Gemini. So you're the eighth house sun, I'm the second house sun. The difference between you and I is whereas I'm, just directly talking about the truth, you're going to manifest the truth, but you're going to show them the meaning in the eighth. So it's literally at a higher level than what I'm doing here, talking to you one on one. You also will come into money by manifesting truth or even writing stuff down. The stuff you say will induce change in reality. Being able to monetize your thoughts, but because the awareness is in the eighth, you're able to engender trust from others once they see the meaning of the value you express. And this is what enables you in very unconventional ways to transform people's vision and perspective. Let's see. Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, I gotta put the Pluto shadow. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, man. I got a call and it kicked me off.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Well, we still have this recorded, so you'll be able to see that small part. But just to kind of repeat that, like your sun in the eighth, because eighth house is other people's resources, you're gonna be able to transform other people's vision and how well they can trust you relative to that. So Uranus and Saturn here is a capacity to engender trust and dealing with other people's visions, resources. This is like being able to get people to give you money in a fundraiser or trust projects that you're doing, and you help secure wealth for other people. This could be great for insurance, speculative investments. But now I just wanted to get that out the way because there's a very seriously supernatural side to this, especially with Neptune in the ninth and the way you're able to concretely manifest or make real these intuitive insights or the unseen metaphysical insights. Before I do that, Venus, Mercury, and Pluto in the DC in the seventh behind your sun, people don't know that you have like a hidden camera to psychoanalyze other people and just gain insights from them. Your heart
I
is so
can,
pure.
I can, I. Did you say it's because my heart is so pure?
Well, it's tied to that.
It's
It
I can read people
like
so
that.
well right now, and
Yeah.
it's not even they don't even need to say anything anymore. It's just I can read their energy almost as soon as they come in. Like I can feel deception. I
Thank
can
you.
feel
See
when
it
people
too.
are. I can see it, and I can feel when
Yeah.
people are sincere. I can see like when someone's just like there's like something just dark there, or when someone's light. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes,
it
yes.
start. Oh man. Oh yeah.
I needed to hear that too because I've always felt fire can see the evil or good in people because
Oh
you're
yeah.
seeing
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's so
And
and
you can see if they have
like
integrity or not with the Saturn for sure.
oh,
And that's
yeah. Oh yeah. So like I know who to stay away from. It's so many people.
right. Oh my god, I love
Oh
that.
man, it's fucking crazy.
That's the
Oh,
awakening
even
too. It's
my
like
own,
wow.
but even my own family members. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
oh.
That's the awakening, man. It's wild. But I'm really grateful for you because
Yeah.
to see that you actually live and experience this means the world to me because
Oh
this is
man,
part of it.
that's why I contact you just because I've been following you for at least 2 to 3 years now, and just I like what you say I hear it, but I feel it at the same time, and it just makes sense. But I like for some reason my mind doesn't fully comprehend it. But
Right.
the way I feel, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it
Like
makes
it
perfect
just
sense.
yeah.
It's like you get the concept of what it means, even
Yeah,
if like
yeah.
the exact, which is really awesome, amazing actually. And then I want to read this Pluto shadow tendency because as Taurus risings with Pluto Scorpio, Pluto Scorpio is going to Pluto shadow aliens are going to tend to form partnerships or marriages with individuals who take them into a sort of underworld experience. The Pluto shadow alien may describe how he was swept off his feet, deathly courted and seduced. Once secured in the underworld, the partner shifts from worship to humiliation, seeking out the alien's vulnerabilities and often using knowledge of the same to destroy the ego. So to have this
What the
concentration,
fuck?
you can attract a lot of these relationships where people will be very
Yeah.
jealous and possessive over you. And a lot of that is because you emit this very alluring magnetic energy, given how sexual and sexy Scorpio is, the way you communicate. Some people can feel you're coming off on them when you're not. You might probably not even interested in them. But that, oh, I think you got another call. Oh, nice. Hello
Hello.
again.
My phone overheated and shut off and it shut itself off.
Oh, no way. Okay. That's
So
wild.
we're good now, man. Sorry.
It's
I
all
was in my
good.
truck because I don't really have a home right now, so I'm in my truck a lot.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I think the last thing I was saying was how, like, with the
The
Scorpio.
toxic relationships. So
Yeah.
could it be right now somebody that's like masked as like good
Well,
or
that's
no?
the thing. They're always going to look like that. Basically, your heart is able to, like you just mentioned before, sense purity. So you'll already
Yeah.
know if they're pure and pure. But the thing is, there could be a corruption process where you can draw this obsession from other people. So if they don't have self control, they can start to project stuff on you, and now it's your fault. Or if they don't have control or manipulation over you, and these could be from people who mean well, but this is just like that effect because of how intense, like, this is an intensely extreme sexual energy that will even affect the most platonic relationship. So this is where, like, behind your sun could also denote hidden enemies that you partner with, or your heart sets as a trap to allure in before you mercilessly expose. And that could not even be your intent. It's not like you're out here like, let me expose you, but like, this is how intensely transformative. Like, this seventh house means that relationships are meant to be awakening and transformative. And you're going to have the capacity to really ascend the level of intimacy. But if they don't have integrity, if they don't have that uniqueness, then it's not going to work. And then this can end up being projected on you. And this is the nature of what can make things toxic, because of how deeply attracted or connected people can be. And
That
this could
happened to
be,
me. That's hilarious.
I can imagine it could attract people who will slash your tires or just try and get, like, really, uh even though they say Venus and Scorpio could be very jealous, I feel like as a Sagittarius, you won't really have that trait, because Sag is all about freedom, but the unconscious habit could be around how, Venus and Pluto, like this with Mercury, means that your mind is like a detective that's going to get to the bottom of a situation, or especially relative towards others. You're just going to gain wisdom about that
Oh
person
yeah.
psychologically, which is
Yeah.
fucking bad. But your heart could be so extremely stubborn towards a certain place. Your heart's not the type to just like something. It's going to extremely be passionate towards it, or just completely,
Yeah. Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
which is super strong, which is really dope. So the South Node has gone through that, and what's important about that is you've unlocked not only a old facet of relationships that are aligning more with who you're becoming, but now you're going through a nodal return. The nodes are returning for, like, since the past 20 years, and you're reestablishing this destiny path to really develop this creative, to really step into this true belief of yourself, because the 12th house Aries is like our hidden identity. It's the facet of us that we might keep to ourselves, but we're learning to redefine in how we believe in who we are authentically. But once again, like, that's why I wanted to highlight Andrew Tate, because just like he, says he's breaking the matrix, that's what every single one born those 2 years, you guys are here to do. You guys are innovating how we come into success, showing people how what used to work, we don't have to do anymore. And that will make you controversial. People will feel like you're crazy with Chiron and Gemini. You literally have healing communication, and that's what you manifest in the second house. Your vibration and your voice is healing. Now, we're not in a
Did
perfect
you
world.
just say
Your
my
voice.
my voice and the vibration that emits from my body is healing, correct?
Yeah. But
Okay,
now we're not,
I've gotten to the point now where I'm emitting so much that what I've noticed a lot is that people are sneezing around me, and
no.
that's what I started to realize that I started to be aware of. That's what my energy is doing to people now, and it's getting, like, how I say, like, I'm feeling this feeling, and it's getting stronger. My energy is getting very, very strong right now, like really,
Yes.
really strong, and
And
it's gotten.
Jupiter's in Taurus, so you're literally evolving. Jupiter in your rising sign, you're going through a new 12-year cycle of evolution. And by the time it goes into Gemini next year, you're completing what you started 2019. And that Gemini Chiron is that healing goes directly towards other people. It's affecting me right now. But we don't live in a perfect world, so people are going to get triggered.
Did you just say it's affecting you right now? What do you mean?
It affects everyone. Like, I actually have Sun in Gemini, so just talking to you is healing to me.
Cool.
Just like making these realizations. But some
Yeah.
people have demonic energies.
That happens. That's been happening so much to me though lately, where I'm talking to other people and I can tell they're getting epiphanies. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes.
I can tell that they're getting that they're healing at the same time just by what I'm saying. And at the same time,
Yes.
I like my throat chakra's been closed, but I've been doing this energy healing through with this machine. I go see this lady, and she's been able to tell when my throat chakra's closed. It's wide open now, and I can feel it just flows, like it just comes, like it just. And I don't want it to stop right now. Like I don't want to go back and be who I used to be. I want to
The
be
best
who I'm
part is
supposed to
that
be now. Huh?
you're just getting started. The best part is that coming in the next that's what I'm saying. Like, coming in the next year, your whole finances around what partnerships you manifest are going to evolve. Your healing ability is going to evolve. Like, you're getting started on a brand new, like, next version of yourself, which you've already completed the OSA. So this is just going to unfold. And I love how you said exactly what you said, because the truth is going to piss people off. So this is where normally you'll know people are getting healed because they're like, oh, you're delusional, you're crazy. But chances are
They don't say anything now. They don't say anything now. When I say truth now, it just stops them right there, and they can't say shit. And I've noticed that. It's crazy, man.
I love that. I love that. And the thing
So
is,
cool.
you manifest this at will because it's in your second house, Chiron. So this
Yeah.
is literally your key, like, just based on what you say, and you already see the meaning of it. So your
Question.
truth.
I have a question, man. Have you met anybody like me?
I've met Sagittarians who are perpetually in God mode, and I like to say everyone's unique.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I will say, like, I do enjoy talking to ascended people like you, because a lot of what I study on paper is your real life. Like, you're actually experiencing. That's why I'm like, yes, this is so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it's no longer just like a theory in my head. It's like,
Oh man, it's real. Like I was,
yeah,
I didn't think spell work was real,
me
and
too.
I was shown it. I was directed to it maybe like five or 6 months ago. It's changed the game. Like just everything for me. Like I'm able to defend myself properly now. It's just
And it's the Sagittarius is like you that I meet rarely. I don't see people like you, like, everywhere, but
yeah, yeah,
it's y'all are the ones that are saying that it works instantly for you, and that's the
yeah.
characteristic, because you're at the God level. So, like, you're
I
already.
can feel it. Like the spell work is even getting stronger. Like as I'm doing it, and I wear these stones. I got this type of stone I found about 6 years ago, and this stuff's strong. And I've been holding it in my hands. I can feel the energy pulsing through my body, through my hands from the stone. It's right after I've charged it in the sun for a day or two, but it's fucking it's crazy.
Which is, I'm really grateful to hear that, especially because, like, a lot of your progress is going to trickle down for the rest of humanity and let us know where we're headed, because you guys are going up the top of the
That's what I
mountain.
thought. I'm like, I know people can do what I do, but I feels like I'm doing it first. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Yeah.
And that's also Capricorn MC. Like, you're here your legacy is to achieve greatness. You're gonna be that
Yeah, I can feel it.
integrity.
Like it's coming. Like it's fucking. Yeah.
But I
I just
like
wish
that
I
you
had
said you
someone to experience it with. You know what I mean? Like right now, this is the closest I've gotten to somebody actually
yeah,
understanding what I'm going through.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
man.
But thankfully, I would like to say now that a lot of the hard work you've done is over. You've really
Oh
grown.
man, it's been a fucking challenge. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, man. It's been
You had to clear a lot of karma for other people too, that really wasn't for you, and deal with other people. So now this is time for you to gain what you came here for, and to really
right.
come into the fun part, and to really fully, like, master this, experience this. That's why I think the most important thing you said this reading was how you're feeling this power you have, and the energy you have gets stronger. And it's like you're that 7 year period is kind of finished. And that really represents a 7 year period from your Saturn return to the 90-degree square. You finished activating this facet of yourself. Now you're going to integrate coming to 2030. And this is going to be where you perfect everything you've activated, and it gets stronger, and you know more what you're doing. And you already said it, like, you're starting to do spell work. By the time this completes, before the end of this year, really. But now coming into like 2030, you're doing it more at will. You know exactly what you're doing. And the coolest thing about this is you don't have to wait till 2030. It's starting to happen now over the next 2 years.
It already is. Like what you said, how it's happening instantly. It's already starting to happen, man. It's just,
which is lit. Which is
yeah. Whatever's happening to me right now, it's really good, and like I feel something very good coming for me. Like you said, how I feel like I've completed my work.
yeah.
Like I have, like and like I can feel it. Like I can feel how strong I am now from it. Like I'm definitely not who I used to be.
Love that. I
But
really
people are trying to treat me and still like who I'm around. They see me as who I used to be, right?
right.
And,
Right.
like I can't be around that. Like I need to move. I need to move somewhere else. But yeah.
Which is amazing because I just saw a video about static identities and how, you know, people have the image of you in their mind, and if they have that memory of your older self, being with them will literally anchor you there. And how, you know, and that's what Saturday 11th
And
is
that's
doing.
every time I go around my family right now, I feel like I'm being pulled back. Like it feels like I'm being like just like it feels like I'm being kept in my place there, and I can't.
Right.
I can't. Like knowing what I'm experiencing, and knowing what I can do, I can't go back to that being that person. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And I
it's
think
just
Venus retrograding your fourth too. It's like redefining the courage you have to be creative in your home space, which is a good sign. This is a really good sign because this means that you're in the process of completely overcoming that, transforming that. And yeah, I mean that I really love looking at your transits because everything is set in place. And I think a lot of the next direction of this is you've unpacked everything since your past life, since your early childhood. You've installed it into your body. You've started to download and express it. Now all that's left to do is to just master it. And yeah, you're definitely going to be, you know, responsible for guiding the rest of humanity towards transforming their vision and seeing what life truly means, because you know you can tap into that in the person and then already manifest that healing for them, which is fucking awesome, fucking amazing. I really love that.
It is like, and like everything you said is happening, man. Like everything you said, I can like it's 100% true. Like literally everything. So yeah, it's
Love
fucking
it.
awesome, man. Yeah.
Well, I definitely hope to keep in touch, and I'm gonna send you this.
Should I get another reading, like, or
if you want? I definitely always recommend to follow up with a progress chart report or consultation, or and then a transit forecast, so we can look at the 6-month, 12-month transits.
Yeah.
Let you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna send this recording right now. It's gonna come through WeTransfer, and the links will also be there with the article.
Okay. Right
awesome. You have
Thanks,
a blessed week.
You too, man. Thanks.